99X. It's Barnes and Leslie. We are your Morning X.
You can listen to 99X anywhere and everywhere now with the 99X app. Just download it. Also, guess what? Free concert tickets in the app. Yeah. Your chance to win tickets for Metallica, Gary Clark Jr., David Gray, Nine Inch Nails, Pearl Jam. Download it now, the brand new 99X app.
I have a question because I had a conversation at dinner that made me get on this topic. Who out there, who has a really cool job?
You always see these too, right, on socials? People that have these cool jobs.
Yeah, I mean, we have such a wide array of listeners. Like, who out there has a really cool job? 470-741-4999. And the weird thing is, a cool job perception sometimes isn't with the person that has the
gig.
Because I was at a dinner the other night, and we met some people that I had never met before, and they're like, man, you have a really cool job. And I was like, yeah, no, I love to travel. We shoot all these hotels all over the world. They're like, no, 99X. I was
and you're like, oh, that.
I go, real? I go, oh, well, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
It's, we play music and talk a lot of but yeah, sure, that's a fun job. But to us, it's a job. And every day is, kind of a grind. People don't see behind the scenes.
I will say that I think your wife, Heather, has a cool job. I just want to shadow her all the time.
Well, I would put her on right now, but she's somewhere in France.
Yeah, antiquing.
Shopping for antiques. And the lines are lit up. And this is always something I wonder about whenever I meet people out in the wild. I always want to hear about their job and what they do.
So do I.
Because I'm kind of over hearing about my job.
And it doesn't matter about salary. This is about something that you get to do that's super cool.
Oh, well, let's start with that. Leslie, what's your salary? Let's start sharing, and then we'll get other people.
$14 an hour.
Uh-huh. Oh, you got a raise. Get up there. Hey, Morning X. Good morning. Who is this?
This is Daniel. How you doing?
Hey, Daniel. What part of town you listening in?
Locust Grove, Georgia.
Locust Grove. All right. We're looking for people who have cool jobs. And what is yours?
Well, I have a pontoon and jet ski rental company on Jackson Lake there in Covington, Georgia.
Nice.
A pontoon and jet ski rental company.
Yep.
Well, that sounds fun.
You can come out and enjoy some time on the lake.
What's the name of it?
Jackson Lake Rentals.
Jackson Lake Rentals. That is cool.
There's a good plug.
Yeah.
And do people say, like, that is such a cool job? I'm not dissing your job. I'm just saying the fun is being had by other people, not by you.
Right. Well, that's a cool way to provide people a good job. But, I actually have a really cooler job than that, but I wanted to tell you about that one first.
Oh, well, what's your other one?
I'm an investigator for different types of situations.
Okay. No, are you burying the lead?
I mean...
You're going to lead with the pontoon boat, and then you're going to come at me with the investigator?
Wow.
Well, part of being an investigator is throwing people off your trail so they don't know you're investigating. So I had to check you out first.
You buried it in the lake. Okay, well, nothing against your pontoon boats, but what do you investigate? Who do you work for?
I work for various different companies. I get hired sometimes to just simply go deliver a document, or I might go trail somebody for a little while and see what they're doing. It's a wide variety of things, that's what makes it so cool is I get to do something different every single day, all day. And, everybody in the world likes to gossip and get in everybody's business. Well, I get paid to do it.
You sound like a no BS guy. Have you ever been on one of those stakeouts where you're up all night making sure somebody's not cheating on somebody else?
Not that one, but I have sat for 4 hours investigating this one guy. If you want me to tell you a little more detail about it, it's kind of a neat story.
Oh, please.
Hello, yeah.
So I got an email one day and says, hey, you got $3,000 in 3 days to complete this assignment. And all it gave me was this guy's name and said, we need you to catch him in the act of working. I said, okay.
Wait, catch him in the act of what?
Working. Yeah, he was suspected of committing insurance fraud. He claimed he'd gotten wrecked into by a specific company and that he could no longer work. So he was suing them for a ridiculous amount of money.
Okay.
I found out he worked for a moving company. I was like, oh, this will be fun. So, I went to the moving company and I kind of cornered the owner. I was like, look, I got to have a straight up conversation with you, but nobody else can hear it. He's like, okay, what's going on? And I told him, I said, I need to know where your employee is going to be tomorrow. I can't tell you a whole lot about it. So he said, oh, okay, I'll let you know where he's at. So I found out where he was going to be the next morning. So I go out to that neighborhood. I case the area out, get me a good vantage spot. Let the homeowner know, hey, you're going to see me parked out here in the morning. Just don't worry about it. Kind of briefed her on what was going to go on. So I get out the next morning about 30 minutes early, and I'm set up. I got my camera set up in the area where I need to be. And, of course, nosy neighbors see what's going on. So somebody called the police on me. And so I'm sitting there, and I watch two officers come up behind me. I'm like, crap, this is going to blow my deal. So I get out real quick, and I go back to them. I say, hey, look, I'm here on the stakeout. Here's my credentials. And they're like, look. They say, oh, okay. I know this guy. I've arrested him before. I was like, oh, okay. So mind you, I've never seen this guy, nor do I have a physical picture of him. I just got a description. So, that's part of the mystery is you got to find the person and ID them too. So the officer's like, look, I'm going to go let the homeowner know everything's okay. So I was like, well, hurry up, because he's going to be here any minute. I don't need you blowing this deal for me.
Yeah, the dude's going to show up and there's cops at the front door. He's going to go the other. Yeah.
Right. So, he goes up and he tells them, and as he's walking back to his car, I'm seeing a few dudes walking up. And he just kind of nonchalantly, as he walks by, he says, your guy's in the blue shirt. Good luck. And just keeps on going. And so dude goes over there, and for 4 hours, I sat there and videoed this guy carrying furniture out, washers and dryers. When I sent this information in, they sent me back a thank you note with about 15 exclamation points. Said, this is perfect. You just saved us like $85,000.
Wow. On the topic, hold on. On that topic, one day there was a guy suspiciously parked out in front of my house on the opposite side of the street, in between the two houses on the other side. And he was there for, 4 hours. So I'm wondering if it was you. But, and I went out and tried to go, hey, what's going on? Because, they're out in front of your house and they look suspicious. I don't know if you look suspicious, but this dude looks suspicious. And I'm waving my arm, yelling, hey, I just want to go, dude, what's up? And then he wouldn't even look at me. Like, are you trained as an investigator? Like, if a neighbor is curious, and I know that's annoying to you guys, but you got to look at our side of it as the person living in that neighborhood.
You got to go and let somebody know, hey, look, you're going to see me sitting out here. I can't tell you what I'm doing, but I'm on a job. And that kind of sets them at ease, but you can't tell everybody because somebody might know dude and go tip him off. But
Right.
But what you said is the right way to do it. The guy should have told me, hey, bro, simmer down. It's not about you. I'm on a stakeout. Okay.
Right.
Like, all right.
Yeah, otherwise, you're going to draw more attention to yourself.
Have you ever had to serve papers to someone who's extremely violent and maybe they pulled a gun on you or a knife?
Well, he pulled a gun on the previous server, so they called me and said, hey, we know you're a Marine Corps combat veteran. You probably ain't scared of this guy. Can you go serve the papers because we're trying to get him 3 years? And I was like, sure, I can. Give me the deets. And so they gave me the details of the guy. I found out he was a crook that was scamming people out of Griffin, Georgia. He was taking their deposits and then just leaving with the money.
Ooh.
And so I hit him up and said, hey, look, I got $100,000 in the bank. I got a project I need you to do. I heard you're really good at it, but I'm a busy man. I've got a 2-day window. I got to get this contract signed so I can get on about my business. You can build it while I'm gone. I'll pay you over the phone. This dude was slobbering to meet me. And so I was like, meet me down at so-and-so. I got to do this now. I ain't got time for nothing else. And he's like, all right, I'll meet you there. And so he walks up in his briefcase and his suit and tie and all. He's like, here's your, you Daniel English? I said, yeah. I said, I got a contract I need you to sign first. And I handed it to him. You've been served. Show up to court, buddy. And when he got there, the lawyer that had hired me said that he felt like a criminal sitting next to him for all the charges they read off on him for 5 minutes, just sitting there reading off the charge after charge after charge. And they didn't even let him leave the courtroom. They put him straight in jail.
He didn't pull a gun on you because he wasn't expecting?
No, he didn't pull it on me. He pulled it on the previous server that tried to go serve him at his house. So I lured him away from his house because I knew that, if he would have pulled one on me, I'd have took it from him. But
wow.
You are fearless.
So I knew he was a potentially dangerous guy.
Yeah, former Marine. Yeah, Semper Fi. Thank you for your service.
You're welcome. I got hit by a rocket in Iraq that didn't detonate. So,
See, I told you we have interesting listeners. Hey, thank you for sharing your story. That was really cool of you to share that.
Appreciate you listening.
Absolutely.
Have a great day. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, man, that's cool. I like how he leads with, I've got a pontoon business.
Okay. Got a rental business.
Who out there, who has an interesting job? who has a fun job. We want to meet you. 470-741-4999. That little line, it's going to blink right in front of our face. 470-741-4999. This is 99X.
Have something to say or share with the Morning X? 470-741-4999. The Morning X with Barnes and Leslie. 470-741-499X.
This is a recording.